Hi, welcome back. In this lecture, we'll create Kafka Producer. Well, in previous lecture, we have created a topic in a Kafka cluster, right? In this lecture, we are going to create a Kafka Producer so that we can able to write a message to the Kafka topic. Alright, let's head over to the IntelliJ IDEA and let's create a Kafka Producer to write a message to the topic. Well, I'm going to create a new package for that. So let's right click on the main package, new, and then choose package, and let's give package name as Kafka. Okay, within a Kafka package we're going to create a class and let's give class name as Kafka Producer. Alright, hit enter and let's annotate this producer service with @service annotation. Okay, great. Well, in order to send a message to the topic, we are going to use Spring provided Kafka template. Well, let's go and let's inject Kafka template in this Spring bin. Well, basically Spring Boot provides auto configuration for Kafka template. We just have to inject and use it. For example, let's say private Kafka template. So this should be private and then Kafka template, and make sure that you choose Kafka template from Spring Framework library, that is Spring Framework.kafka.core package. And this is the generic, so we have to pass the key value here. So the type of the key is string and the type of the value is string. Okay, now let's provide a variable name, that is Kafka template. So we are going to basically use constructor based dependency injection. So in order to do that, let's create a constructor. Okay, now we have used constructor dependency to inject this Kafka template. Okay, so if you don't use Spring Boot, then we have to explicitly configure Kafka template. It means you need to write a code to configure Kafka template if you don't use Spring Boot. Okay, if you use Spring Boot, then you don't need to configure Kafka template, because Spring Boot will provide auto configuration for this Kafka template so that we can simply inject and use it, right? Great. Now let's go and let's create a method which will use Kafka template to send the message. So here I'm going to create the method. Let's say public void and the method name is send message, and let's pass message of type string as a method argument. Alright, and here let's use Kafka template dot send. So look at here, Kafka template basically provides a lot of overloaded send methods, right? We have to use appropriate send method. So in our case we are going to use first one. It has type string topic comma string data. So go ahead and choose this one and then pass topic as a post parameter. In our case we have created Java guides as a topic name, right? And then second parameter as a message. Alright, so if you can go to Kafka topic config class, you can see we have provided a topic name as Java guides. Now let's go to Kafka Producer class again and let's put a log statement in order to print this message. Well, let's use Spring Boot provided default logger to log the message. So here let's say private static final and then logger. So let's use logger from self4j library, and then let's give name as a logger equal to logger factory. So make sure that you choose logger factory from org.self4j and then get logger and then pass a name of the class, that is Kafka Producer, and then class. Okay, now we have created a logger instance. So let's use this logger instance to log this message. So here just use info method. So within an info method, let's use string dot format method and then pass a message as something like message sent, and then let's use a placeholder and then message. Okay, so this will basically log message sent followed by the message. Okay, now we have created Kafka Producer, which will use Kafka template to send a message to the topic. The topic name is Java Guides. Alright, great. So let me rerun the Spring Boot application and let's see any errors or exceptions. So here you can see in a console, Spring Boot application is running in a default Tomcat server on port 8080. Well, if you can just scroll up, and here you can see these are the all default properties and values provided by Kafka. Okay, we're not going to change anything, so we are going to rely on these default properties provided by Kafka admin client. Alright, so in this lecture basically we have created a Kafka Producer which use Kafka template to send a message to the Kafka topic. Okay, great. I will see you in the next lecture.